group with so much at stake here. Edwards, the bounce pass. Missed. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Here's Murray. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Conley at the one. Now, here's Jokic. And the Nuggets able to retain possession here. Time called Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Murray for three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. It's in!
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the outside.
Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Timeout called. Nuggets. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense don't want to foul here.
Defense, the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Randall with the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
So the first one drops, and that is a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Near the 3-point line, it's Porter, and another miss by Denver. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert. At the line for 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Murray. Can't contend, so the Timberwolves take the win. They had to scrape and claw, push it to overtime, but they came on in the extra period.
What? I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job. You know, they obviously score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight. Just thank you for your time. Ken?
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Number 24.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us side is Allie LaForce. And the Cleveland starting five. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of the game.
Mobley outside, fires the three. Brooklyn with the board. Thomas with the ball, outside Russell. Thomas, a screen on Garland. Takes a 13-footer. That one drops for him.
Well, Russell is a threat from anywhere on the floor. So if he gets his mid-range, he's going to take it.
Mitchell into the lane. And Richard thinking of Mitchell. He just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go.
And he drops it first. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as a player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in. Both free throws good.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
Outside Johnson. Allen against Claxton. Outside Russell. Claxton, a screen on. Clock at 6. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Outside Hunter. Allen, the pass to Garland. Here's Hunter. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's an even game here after one quarter play. And let's really break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan for this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Williams at small forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Thomas. Shoots over Mobley. Thomas misses. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Garland against Russell. Lets it go from deep. And Darius Garland good for 3. Garland's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Claxton.